Hello my convicts, yes it is I, the Kappa Convict, bringing you guys another tech video, and today I want to talk a little bit about another application that I generally do use more than the Elgato. As you all know, I've got the Elgato hd60 and that's what I currently use, which is just down here at the side. So what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about another application you can use rather than using the Elgato software, because sometimes the Elgato software is kind of limited and it's a little bit CPU hungry as well, and it just generally doesn't perform as well as I always expected it to. I had a lot of problems with it. I know a lot of people have come to me with issues with the audio and stuff like that on the Elgato. So hopefully this video is for you and this can help. If you do enjoy this, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, guys, and become one of Kappa's convicts. So without further ado, let's get it on and let's do some OBSing. Yep, the application in question is OBS. I've actually got it up here recording as we speak. So let me drag me over here, and there you go. Hi! And all the other Kappas wave in the background. That's it. Everybody wave! So basically this is what you get. I've got two monitors here, so I'm able to keep this here, or I can slide it into the other monitor on the other side because I have a two monitor setup here. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're actually to talk about how to set up your OBS so that it works to the best it possibly can. Now the crazy thing about OBS is there's so many different settings. So if I click settings here, there's all these incredible settings here that you can go through, and not always is everyone tech savvy to know exactly what everything here is and the default themes and stuff. So you can keep it as this, you can put it as dark, or you can put it down as Ratchny. Is that right? Ooh, that's nice. And you can choose what you want it to be. I'm going to leave it as default at the moment. Always make sure if you do change something in OBS, you click apply, because otherwise you'll have to reset it again, because it will basically go back to default. And then you can choose if you're streaming, who you're streaming through, your stream key. As you can see, I've not got anything up here at the moment. The server can be auto, or you can basically choose where you want it to be. Normally I pick London, UK. The output here, you can choose the video bitrate, what your encoder is, the audio's bitrate, and so on and so forth. Just make sure that if you go here to recording format, you change it to MP4. As you can see, I can't at the moment because I'm recording. I've got it down as high quality with medium file size, and encoder is the hardware, which is my NVIDIA graphics card that I'm using at the moment. Audio here, I've got it 44.1 kilohertz, which is the same as what it would be down here. So if you go into your device, make sure that you're displaying the same sample rate as what your device is here that is actually recording from, by going to such as like playback devices. You can go to recording devices, you click on that, go to properties, and you can go to, is it properties again? Is it under that one? I forgot which one it's under. It's under one of these tabs. There you go. So it's actually, I'm under 1600, 2-bit channel, 16-bit, 16,000 hertz, tape recorder quality. But you can change it. You're supposed to have it the same on there as what it is on there. So I actually should have that as the same, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry too much about that. My microphone upstairs normally is the same, 44.1 hertz. So that's the reason why it's a little bit different on there to what I was saying before. But make sure it's the same sample rate as what it is up here when you're recording using OBS. Here is the audio device that you're using. Currently I'm using, as you can see, my PX22. You just click on there and then choose what it is that you're using in here. So I'm going to leave it as that, otherwise obviously I'll lose my audio. And as you can see, I'm 1920 by 1080, sharpened, scaling 16 samples, and I'm running at 60 frames per second. Hotkeys, you can choose them if you want. Advanced, you can put down any different in here. But how I got my settings, which is most important, is I actually use the application OBS itself. If you go up to tools, you can see there's something called Auto Configuration Wizard Beta. As you can see, I can't click here at the moment, but this is what I actually used to set this up how it is now. And this is how I would suggest to you guys, if you're using it, to use this application. Once you click on it, it will give you two options. It will either say just for recording or streaming first and then recording. You choose what it is you're doing. So if you just want it for just recording, just click the top one. If it's for streaming and recording, click the bottom one if you're streaming and then do recording as well. Basically what this will do is it will actually auto configure all the settings in OBS and set it up for you. All you need to do then is just double check when you go into settings, go to audio, make sure that that is correct, and that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else. You can change a few things around if you want to, but I would suggest leave it how the beta auto configurator does it, because it really does improve the video quality, the audio, and it sets everything up. It's the lazy man's way of doing it, and I kind of like the lazy man's way. I am a bit subject to the lazy man's way, so I'm just going to put it out there. I love my lazy ways, so thank you very much, and I salute OBS for bringing that into our lives and giving us that option, because it's so much easier, and I just find it so quick and easy to do. It's like child's play. So once you've done that, the only other thing I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about is when you're setting up these here. So when you get the first one, as you can see, it's called Scene. You can right click it. You can rename it to whatever you want. I've left it as it is. These ones are webcam and elgato. All you basically do is go here, click the plus sign, and then you click what you want. Now, both these devices I'm running come under what's called video capture device, and then you set these up for webcam and for elgato. If you go on there, go to properties, normally this is what you would get once you start setting up. You choose what the device is. I've left everything else as default, but you can change them up to 709 full auto detect and stuff like that. So that's completely up to you. And then click OK, which I'm just going to leave it so it doesn't interfere with my webcam or anything. Do the same for elgato. Just put game elgato capture HD. Again, put in whatever you want on here. I'm just going to cancel it once again and leave it as it is on here. Oh, that's made my screen go off. Come back. I'm sorry. There you go. So that made the screen go off for a moment there, but here we go. We're back. Hi, welcome back. So once you've chosen these, the only other thing I want to talk a little bit about today is the microphone. Now, as you can see, when I'm playing games, if I'm playing something that's really loud through the headset and I'm on 100% on my audio here, so if you go to the volume mixer, and as you can see, I'm on 100% for everything, then you're going to get some feedback through here to here, and this can be really annoying. So you ever play a game and you go like, and then a couple of minutes later you hear, and then a couple of minutes later you hear, and a couple of minutes you hear. That's because you're getting feedback from your headset and it's relaying to your microphone and it's duplicating the sound. Each time it's hearing it, it's duplicating it, so you get the echo, 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 echo. And it's annoying, isn't it? Well, you can actually fix that. What you do is go to the cogwheels here, you click on these, you go to filters, and then you go up here and you can click add, and you put in what's called the noise gate. Once you add a noise gate, you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to leave it as that, and this brings up this device here. Now I'm going to leave it as the default, but what you can do is you can play about with these sliders here, and you can have the closed threshold. So the closed threshold is how much it's going to allow before it closes, and the open threshold is going to be how long it's going to take before it opens. So you can tweak it. So you basically make it so it doesn't hear anything from your headset. It only hears stuff from your voice. So you're going to get no delays. And the best way to do that is to trial and error with it. Maybe go into a game where you have a cutscene you can play over and over and over again. And you can hear characters talk. I did it in the game Batman. And it was a bit where Batman was talking to Jim. And he was saying stuff to him in the police department, and you can hear the voice replaying again and again and again. and I tweaked that around until I couldn't hear anyone apart from the one time that Batman speaks to Jim, and he's not getting other people copying him in the background. It's just his voice and that's it. So that's how you fix the audio issue. You can do that for microphone and for gameplay as well if you want to. That's completely up to you. I'm going to leave it as default as of now. So that's how you do it, guys. It's easy. So you do just go out there, just click on auto configuration. Like I said, you choose either recording only or streaming first, then recording, and it sets it up for you. The only thing I want to make you aware of is if you choose the streaming one and you have the bit where you've enabled DVR, which I'm not sure whereabouts that is in this, but there is an option in YouTube, I believe. Yeah, it's in YouTube. And there's a bit where you can actually go and enable something called DVR, which means everything you record on YouTube, such as live streaming, will upload automatically onto YouTube for you. It basically does it all. So if you don't want to edit it or anything like that, you can automatically put it on. If you have DVR enabled, just remember that when you actually click on tools, you go to automatic configuration wizard, and you basically record the same day that you do the test, because I used to do it before I started. You get this weird fuzzy screen, and you'll actually get it for a couple of seconds, or yeah, it takes about a couple of seconds for it to run. That's actually the wizard, the configuration wizard. What it basically does, it streams on your channel, then it checks out your download and upload rate speeds, and it then configures OBS to run as efficiently as it can with the best settings and set up for the best thing to run when streaming. So you will end up with that fuzzy. So make sure you disable DVR, run the tests using this configuration wizard, and then re-enable DVR if you want to then obviously record anything after that, because you can record it, leave it 10 minutes, and then record your actual live stream, and it still actually shows that beginning bit at the beginning of your video, unless you're like me, a little bit lazy and don't have a recording editing software, which I don't, unfortunately, at the moment, because I've not been able to afford to buy one, unfortunately. Poor me. But I should probably pull my finger out and actually do that, but I'm not editing software savvy, so I've always been one who enjoys to just upload the whole full thing on one take rather than edit it or anything like that. So hopefully this has helped you, and this is OBS. I would probably suggest this over the Elgato software for one thing only, and that is the noise cancellation section of this program, because it's so easy. With the Elgato software, it doesn't have that. You actually have to put another program on to actually use noise cancellation that you can use with Elgato, and it's annoying. I just prefer OBS, to be honest, myself over anything else. So if this has helped you guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and become one of Kappa's Convicts. I do lots of tech videos and gameplays. And yes, you know it is, guys. It is I, the Kappa Convict. I'm signing out, guys. And as always, I salute you, my convicts. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. And I hope this helped. Bye.